What is going on, guys? My name is Sena and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be covering a lot of different stuff, including the nerf to Jett Dash. We're also going to be talking about some new skin leaks and also some leaks about the new upcoming tournament system. And I am going to be talking about Fade a little bit as well, which is the new agent coming to Valorant. So make sure you guys stick around to the end of the video because there's a lot to talk about here. We're also getting really close to 60k subscribers here on the channel, so if you could do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button, it'll be a huge help. If you guys do end up enjoying this video, don't forget to drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Anyways, guys, with that all out of the way, let's get straight into the video. The first thing that I want to talk about is the big upcoming changes to Jett Dash. In the next patch, which is 4.08, they're making a huge change to Jett Dash. I'll put up a video on screen now so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. How it's going to work now is when you press E, instead of immediately dashing, you're going to activate this kind of wind form that you turn into. When in this form, you have a 12-second window to use your dash. If you do not use your dash within this 12-second window, it will deplete and you will lose your dash and need to get 2 kills to get it back. This change is huge because it'll completely change how you have to use Jett now. Basically, what this means is you need to kind of be able to expect when you need to dash and read the situation. From the looks of it, it seems like there is a 1 or 2 second delay between activating your wind form and being able to actually dash. This means that it's going to be impossible for you to dash out of a sticky situation if you are not expecting it. This is also going to completely change how opping on Jett is going to work, and it's going to be a lot harder to get away with opping. Now, when you're opping on Jett, instead of being able to just hold the angle and dash out whenever you want, before you expose yourself to the angle, you need to activate your dash mode, then peek, and then use your dash. If no one ends up being there or no one peeks you within 12 seconds, your dash will be completely wasted and you cannot use it anymore in the round. This is big because it means that Jett's get out of jail free card is going to be much more limited and you need to be careful about how you use it. I have a love-hate relationship with this change because it'll make playing against Jett feel a lot more fair, but on the flip side, it might make her feel really clunky and annoying to play. I can't really judge it based on this 30-second video alone, and I'll need to actually mess around with it in-game in order to better form my opinion. I think that this change will actually make other duelists be used more, which I think is good. I think Jett is a little bit too dominant in terms of duelists, and it'll be nice to see other ones being played instead. Like, I'm sure we'll see a lot more Raze and Reyna comps in ranked. This new dash mechanic, honestly, I feel like adds a lot more of a skill gap in Jett and makes her a lot less of a bailout character. Let me show you guys an example that I thought of in a main on Ascent. As of right now with Jett, you can just cross to the other side and hold this angle here, get one, and then dash out for free. In many of my other videos, I've showed you guys different ways to abuse Jett's dash to take an off angle peek because she can get out super easily. With the new Jett change, you're not going to be able to just do this for free. You're going to have to activate your wind form, then cross to the other side, and then hold this angle, and then you have a 12-second window to use your dash before it is wasted. If they don't push A and they end up pushing B, you've basically just wasted your dash and you don't have that tool in your kit anymore. I think this is really good because it really adds a risk to playing in a spot like this, and you can risk losing your ability if they don't push you, and you basically can't go for this setup for free. One workaround to this change that I thought of is if you press against the other side of the wall, you can play for audio, and if you hear footsteps, then you could activate your wind form, then dash out when you need to, so that you don't end up actually wasting your wind form if they're not there. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more advanced techniques that you can do with this dash ability, and I will make more videos on those as they come out and as I play with the new Jett. Honestly, I don't think this is a bad change, and I think that this is really healthy to make the game more balanced and more fair. That's basically all I have to say about the new Jett changes. Now, I do want to talk about the leaks that we've been getting regarding some new skins and also the new tournament mode. All of these leaks come from XTR. He's been leaking a lot of stuff recently, and I don't know how he's been getting access to this, but these sources are legit according to him. So far, we've had 3 skins leaked, and I'm just going to really quickly go over them with you guys. The first skin that got leaked is the RGX Phantom. Now, if you guys don't already know, the next bundle that we're going to be getting is going to be the RGX 11Z Pro 2. This bundle bundle will include the RGX Phantom, which you see on screen now, and it'll also come with an RGX Operator and RGX Butterfly Knife. As for the rest of the guns, we don't really know yet, but I'm sure that we will find out soon. Honestly, this skin looks a little bit underwhelming, but I'll have to see it in game and in use to really be able to judge it, but I do think that this set is going to be really cool. The next leaked skin that I'm going to be showing you guys is the Reaver Phantom. Now, I'm sure that this Reaver Phantom will be much later down the line, because I highly doubt that they'll add an RGX2 and Reaver 2.0 that close together. That just doesn't really seem like something Riot would do. I honestly really like the look of this skin, but you guys need to know that all of these leaks are very early and these skins are subject to change. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, these leaks are from a reliable source according to XTR, who leaked them. Honestly, a Reaver 2.0 set would be super cool, and seeing a knife like a Reaver Scythe or something like that would be awesome. Now, I'm sure this set is going to come out much later down the line, but it's still really cool to see this early image of what it might look like. The third and final leaked skin that I want to show you guys is the Demon Stone knife. Now, this knife is absolutely massive, and I'd assume that it has the same pullout animation as Blade of the Ruined King, which is the Ruination knife. That knife is the only skin with that animation, so seeing more being added is really cool. People are speculating that this skin is going to be a battle pass item and that it is going to be the knife in the next battle pass, which would be really cool to see. Now, if you guys look at the bottom of this screen where all of the knives are, you'll see that there's actually two new knives at the bottom, one named Egypt and one named Daedalus. These slots are empty, so we don't actually know what the knives are going to look like, but these are some leaked code names that could actually be something that'll come out pretty soon. The word Egypt reminds me of some sort of like pharaoh staff or something like that, which would be really cool for an upcoming knife. Now, if you guys take a look at the top of the screen to the left of the play button, you'll see that there's actually a tournaments tab here. This is awesome to see because it's the first time that we've actually seen this in game. In-game tournaments are something that I've been wanting to see in Valorant since the game launched, and seeing them finally incorporating this is really cool, and it's finally going to be a breath of fresh air in the game. Only playing ranked gets so boring after a while, and having a new mode to play is going to be so much fun. Another thing that you'll notice is that if you look at the top right where the Valorant points and the Radianite are, is that there is actually a new currency. My best guess is that these points are related to the tournament system and that you can get these points from winning tournaments. My guess is that you can click on the tournaments tab in the top left of this screen and buy stuff on this page with these points that you get from the tournaments themselves. Again, this is absolutely awesome to see because we can actually get in-game rewards from these tournaments, and from the looks of it, you can choose what rewards you want to buy with those tournament points. I'm honestly really excited to see this, and I really want to see how this will play out in game, and I absolutely cannot wait for the next episode to come out, which I'm assuming is when all of these changes are going to be implemented. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about in this video is the new agent Fade, which is coming out next act. Fade is an initiator, and I'm sure that we'll get some early footage from players that are invited to play for Riot's testing. I'm not going to be going into detail about all of her abilities in this video, but she seems like a hybrid of Skye and Sova. There is also going to be a new trail debuff that's going to be added into the game based off of this agent. Basically, with her E ability, it seems like she throws out some sort of Reyna eye and it spots enemies and applies a debuff trail to them. You can then use your C ability to send out a Skye cabbage to go follow those trails and hunt people down. Honestly, this seems like a crazy agent, and she seems like she's going to be a really good initiator. This trail debuff ability reminds me a lot of Jackal from Rainbow Six Siege, if you guys played that game. Jackal is pretty OP in Siege, and people ban him a lot in ranked because of how good he is, so seeing this new agent Fade in Valorant be really reminiscent of that brings me really high hopes for the initiators in Valorant. I feel like we're going to be getting a really strong agent this new act, and I'm super hyped to start playing her, especially with the Jett nerf. I'm going to have to be playing some new characters as well, so Fade seems like a really good option. I'm definitely going to be using her a lot and learning how to play her really well, and I can make videos on tips and tricks with her if you guys want to see that in the future as well. Anyways, guys, that about does it for this video. Now, I know that this video is a little bit different than the usual videos I make. Usually I make tips and tricks videos and guides, but there's just just so much news coming out with this new act that I wanted to get a video out here sharing it all with you guys. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Make sure to also go down in the description and follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/SenaVL, and make sure you join my Discord server, which is also linked in the description. Thank you guys so much for all of your support on the channel recently and for helping me reach nearly 60,000 subscribers. You guys are the best, and I can't thank you guys enough for all of your support. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.
Can we escape all the dreams?